session, we answer the question, do I have to complete 100% of my commercial course in order to pass the bar exam? A lot of students get a lot of anxiety, particularly because a lot of bar exam companies will have the percentage completion. A lot of law schools focus on the percentage of a course that a student has completed. So this becomes a really big focus. In reality, that is not the end-all be-all. There are a lot of people who don't complete 100% of their course that pass, and there are people who do complete 100% of their course and they don't pass. And that's because other factors are taken into account and whether a person is likely to pass the bar exam. For example, someone could just be checking off a bunch of boxes, completing things in their commercial course, but not actually learning very much. So therefore, yes, they've completed a lot of their course, but they're actually not as likely to pass the bar exam as someone who completes less but does it really well. Another factor to take into account is how well the student did in law school. If a student really excelled in law school, particularly their first year, they can honestly probably get away with completing less of their course, and it's not going to have as big of an impact on how they perform on the bar exam. So just keep in mind that there are a lot of other factors other than commercial course completion rates, which will impact whether or not you'll pass the bar exam. Another thing to keep in mind is that you did sign up and pay for a commercial course, and companies, do have a plan for you to pass the bar exam using their program. So it's good to keep that into account and to take the advice that you, after all, are paying for. On the other hand, you have to keep in mind that commercial courses are not tailored to exactly what you need. They're cookie cutter courses. They're designed to be what most students need to do to pass the bar exam. And maybe that doesn't completely align with what you need to do. For example, maybe you didn't take evidence in law school. Then you need to spend more time on evidence than your commercial course might allocate, potentially. Okay, so maybe you need to do some extra evidence essay questions, spend more time with the lecture, spend more time reviewing the outline than the commercial course might allocate. But maybe you got an A+ in comm law, you feel great about it. You could probably get away with watching the lectures on double speed or skipping them altogether, or bullet pointing some of the essays rather than writing full essays to the comm law questions. So keep in mind that a commercial course is cookie cutter, so you might have to tweak it a little bit to suit your personal needs, and that might mean that you don't complete 100% of what they recommend because you just have to tailor it to what you need. The ultimate goal, after all, is to pass the bar exam, not to complete a certain percentage of your commercial course. So keep your eyes on the prize, which is the actual bar exam. If what you're doing is going to help you pass the bar exam, keep doing it. If what you're doing will not help you pass the bar exam, then don't do it. And don't worry too much about, what that meter says in terms of how much of your commercial course you've completed, because your personal circumstances aren't taken into account in the commercial course study schedule. So I guess the overall point of this is it's good to complete your commercial course. It's good to consider their advice and take it, but don't stress out if you're not completing 100% of your commercial course. The course is not completely tailored to you, and sometimes you need to alter it in order to meet your goal, which is to pass the bar exam. So hopefully this helps answer the question of, can I pass the bar exam even if I don't complete 100% of my commercial course? And the answer is yes. Just if you're not going to complete it, be smart about what you don't complete and how you alter your schedule to fit your needs.